Hello, my dear Virgo. Got pecans in my teeth because they're so delicious. Time for a weekly reading for April 26th through May 3rd. Let's see what kinds of messages come up for you, Virgo. Ooh, I like that 10 of Cups. I need to introduce myself real quick before I talk too much. I want to say that I am Michele B. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do, because I post readings for you 2 or 3 times a week on a variety of different subjects. One thing is, last week, the video that I created for the weekly for last week, I had to be really quiet when I was speaking because I have a sweetheart that moved in to share my little studio apartment with me, and he likes to sleep in. I'm an early riser, but he likes to sleep in the morning, so I had to be really, really quiet when I was speaking. That's why I decided to go ahead and get myself a fancy hotel room for one night this week. Here in a couple of days, I'm going to go do it, and I'm going to use my time in that hotel room as an artist's retreat, a sabbatical as it is, and record 6 solid hours of monthly readings for you guys, because I love it, because it makes me happy, and it also makes me happy to reserve a fancy hotel. So I'm gonna go live it up, and I'm gonna bring you some tarot readings out of it, monthly readings for May. So Virgo, my sun sign's Virgo. Just gotta say, I'm loving this. You are at the gateway. You're at the gateway of everything that you could ever wish for. Hasn't life been really, really good lately? Just get a look at that. You got the money, you got the good health, your hair looks awesome, and you got a sweetheart close by. It's like, what else could you possibly need, right? But then there's like, I don't know, should I be afraid the other shoe's gonna drop? Am I gonna be afraid something's gonna come out of left field? I don't know. You know, it's like, where did I hear this reference made? I can't remember where the reference was that I picked this up from, but it's like this narrative in our stories, especially like of Western stories, American stories. There's this narrative like everything's going along fine, everybody's perfectly happy, and then disaster happens, and then there's a story that comes from it. There wouldn't be a story if there wasn't a disaster, right? So it starts out everybody's living happily, and then like there's like the ominous music, and then the crash happens, right? And that's what you're waiting for, Virgo? You're waiting for the disaster to happen? That's no way to be. What's wrong with happily ever after? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with expecting the things to always be good? Sometimes they're going to be pecans. Sometimes they're going to be a little bit different. Sometimes you'll decide you want to level up a little bit even still, but that doesn't mean you're ever going to have to go backwards ever again. You'll just keep leveling up. You just keep leveling up and leveling up and leveling up, because you've decided to change the narrative for you from being the disaster story to being the happily ever after story. That's up to you. I like that. I'm going to let you go. Watch out for those monthly readings, and I will see you soon, Virgo.